The poster for season 2 came out, and there's something I want to talk about here that's a bit elaborate, so it's not like too long or too short, so I decided to just throw it in here just for a fun little bonus. As we can see here in the poster, the focus is on Huntress Wizard being the new main character, that's not Simon, and Fiona and Cake being in the very front, leading the adventure confidently, which is really cool. But the main thing I wanted to talk about isn't actually our characters, it's the background our characters are in. I don't know if it's connecting to the heart of the forest, but there's something about it that I can't stop thinking about. And it's the fact that there's all these eyes everywhere in the background. Now, the eyes everywhere could be a bit of a meta narrative, like, oh, everyone's now expecting something from them because they have to live up to be these great heroes. It could be something like that, but it could also be literal, and the thing that they're in front of is literally this abstract being with tons of eyes in the background. And that makes me even more curious because in front of the eyes, or at least in the background as well, are these weird strands going across with this weird like fleshy look to them. And if they are a fleshy kind of part of this creature, to me it kind of feels like it could be something that was like a cut in the creature, almost like slimy looking things going across the background as well. Is this possibly connected to the heart of the forest, or possibly is this connected to Prismo's boss, which is obviously very mysterious character? Is this possibly foreshadowing them being a major player in the story? I also kind of want to bring up the fact that the eyes in the background look a bit like Prismo to me, but they also remind me a bit of Huntress Wizard herself, with it being the very distinct eye shape that Huntress Wizard has, as well as Prismo. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to pan out. If this connects to the heart of the forest, it would be really cool, but I don't know. I feel like there's something different here. I feel like this background is meant to be a bit of a red herring, like, oh, it is supposed to be connected to the heart of the forest because the mushroom aesthetic could lead to everything being connected through the mushrooms all over the forest and then being aware of people in it. That makes a lot of sense to me, but because of that, I feel like it can't be that in a way, and it's going to be something more abstract and astral, sort of like how the last season really got into the multiversal aspects of everything. I think this is going to be connected to that more so than the heart of the forest. Lots of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, as you can see in this little bar right here, and if we reach 20,000 subscribers, I'm getting an Adventure Time tattoo, and I have multiple ideas in mind. So now, something else I wanted to consider was the possibility of this character not being the boss or connected to the heart of the forest, but this character actually being Betty. Now, obviously, Betty is a character we have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen with because her fate was left very mysterious. Is she reincarnating into another being? Is she even alive at all? That makes me curious if with these eyes in the background that to me are pretty similar to Golbetty's eyes that were at the top of her head, could this be her? Like, genuinely. I feel like that would be a really crazy reveal. That could mean that she's still relevant, and that would be, again, another great through line with the first season, really connecting the two, that Huntress Wizard and Finn could have parallels to Simon and Betty. So that's personally another idea I'm leaning on, because I would just love to see her again and have her be relevant. But that is a lot to say because we don't really know if she even will be Betty, and if that's something we're going to tap into, we could tap into reincarnation as a whole. So there's a lot to think about if it is her. And I wanted to talk about this idea for Prismo's boss as well. Let's say the eyes are not actually meant to be like a physical thing, and Prismo's boss doesn't have a form at all. He's ascended so far beyond the mortality of the Adventure Time world that he literally is this intangible, omnipresent force that is always around. It would be really cool and add a lot of mystery to the world building of Adventure Time, especially because a lot of these deity characters have at least a physical presence in the world. Like the Cosmic Owl, like Prismo, like the Lich, all these things that are meant to be either these really great aspects of the world or really negative aspects, at least have a tangible form that is something. But with this character possibly being Prismo's boss, identified with an angel wing and a devil wing, that is very obviously vague, intentionally so. Wouldn't it be really cool if their form literally has nothing, so it's all up to the interpretation of the viewer what they could look like, or if they even have a form in the first place. I had that thought as well, and the eyes being just, again, more figurative than literal could also be a possibility. And with the background, again, possibly being him himself, I think this adds fuel to that. But please let me know what you think. Let me know down below, because this is really cool.